Up and running, my 360 family, up and running. YouTube, what a one. JJ, up and running. What go on, my YouTube family, up and running, my 360 family, what a one. We live, yeah? How we look, how we sound? Tell me for good. That wasn't good. Tell me for good. Yeah, we clear. We good. How bossy look? Up and running, up and running. Alright, cha-cha. That flash is too dark. Alright. Big up for yourself, up and running. So I'm ready to get it moving. We're ready to get it started. Come go with some entertainment, you too. Come go with some entertainment. How the Tuesday? How my 360 ladies? Boss is definitely doing fine. We're doing okay. All my ladies, we're good. Okay, I'm clap. MacLab 360 breaking news. 1360 family. Hashtag IKEA. Big up yourself, Desiree. Me see you. Big up the whole of my 360 family. Come on, people. Make you like the video right away. We're about to turn it up. Make you like the video right away. So I'm telling you to subscribe to the YouTube channel. See that YouTube with them on live now. They're on Facebook. Want to get it first and want to get the exclusive YouTube. So them jealous. Cause Donna and Ashanti say peace. And them decide to go the other way and show a crackery teeth video and them something. Cause them all look love and them not get the love. But them want what them mommy not giving to them. What them expect to get on social media. Them vex. And not my fault. When I want to wear perfume, not even a little big wheel from England. And not my fault, YouTube. And I'm a co-worker fault. Part of you not work. A long time it in time and I just know. Long time, yeah. The mad feeling, yeah, everything. It's not just now. Believe you me. It in a long time. It just a come out. People, come on. We'll get the thing moving. Like the video. Everybody upon the live, like the video. Like the video. What I'm telling you now. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. See here, yes, how the live right now. We'll start it off like this.
Real people over here.
Them are go mad.
You know, tell them to sit down in a van.
Rose, where you at? Rose, Princess Rose, where you at? Them are go mad.
And me that watch the girl that say run out from them and me the Ashanti life pop up and me and watch him sit down there.
What on there? Which life pop up?
Cry. Eh? Me's your mother?
You's not their mother. Them are go peep up them wet pampers.
Am I your mommy?
No, Louisa is not your mommy.
Oh no, look here. As in here, me come in the yard and come. What happened to you?
It's worse than the cat with that heart.
What a bangarang in a junction. Good afternoon.
Up and running.
Good afternoon.
Like the video.
here. They come and cry.
Hold on.
Eh? Meet your mother? Real people over here. Bless, yes. You know, today I sit down in heaven. And me that watch the girl that say run out from them and me then Ashanti life pop up and me and watch him sit down there. You know, me just say the Ashanti that when me see today and the Ashanti that me didn't know.
Yeah.
And me just sit down and watch him and I notice how he look clean and fresh and just look like a different person. Yes, so me over there looking.
Voila there. Voila. Where's London Bridge? Somebody make sure no balcony around. Where is London Bridge? They are dead. No, laugh off of them people. Laugh off of them. Laugh off of them people. Them are dead. Laugh off of them people. People like the video. We just get started. Who for video? London Bridge still up?
They come and cry. Eh? Meet your mother? Am I your mommy?
Some boy worse than the cat.
Eh? Meet your mother?
Am I your mommy?
Am I your...
Is Auntie Donna your mommy?
Real people over here. Bless, yes.
Auntie man, Louisa.
And me that watch the girl that say run out from them and me then Ashanti life pop up and me and watch him sit down there. You know, me just say the Ashanti that when me...
Me not get black. Me not get black. Maxine get free up yet. That's a boy get lifetime of black. Lifetime of water black. YouTube up and running, like the thing, like the video. Everybody on the live like the video. But just I get started, we not reach nowhere. I have a YouTube the exclusive. I tell them to subscribe to the page. See the almost 10 minutes today when they're on YouTube, when they're on Facebook. That is yet. So I'm to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Miss Henry IKEA Hope. Desiree, my YouTubers, my 360 family, Planketeers, my Royals in the building. Them are going to drop.
Real people over here. Bless, yes.
Lock up the medication them. Eye them up. Padlock them up. Yeah. Please. We don't want nothing terrible to happen. We're asking them, please. Listen up now. Listen this.
Today I sit down in heaven.
27 people on one life. No, man. We need some more life.
Then Ashanti life.
Write the video. No. 27 are over 360 family there.
And the Ashanti that me didn't know. And I just sit down and watch him and I notice how he look clean and fresh and just look like a different person.
Skin clean.
Yes, so me over there looking. Got my daddy hard way. Good afternoon, guys. You know, big up yourself, Ashanti. You just look nice, so. You have to give Caesar what is due to them, you know. You can't wait till somebody dead and gone.
Bombardos! Share the live. Like the live. Now, man, more people need to like the live. We're not going no further. More people need to like the video. My 360 family like the video. Princess Rose the Spider, big up yourself. Spider my 360 family. Hold on. Like when I subscribe to the channel. Good afternoon. Sexy shirt. What me saying here, man? Kind of shades, yeah. Big up yourself. Big up our Planketeer and 360 family. Yeah. Sexy lady, so I. Alright, some more people. Yeah, man, I go get the thing moving. Hold on. Tell that motherfucker, come on. Come on, man. Show us some love. Show us some love. I'm going to show up Facebook now so that I miss out. That's why everybody will subscribe. That's what man said. That's why everybody will subscribe to the YouTube channel. Yeah, Ashanti360 TV. Right on YouTube. Yeah, don't forget hashtag. Hashtag right on YouTube. Subscribe. Yeah, you see that? So I'm to subscribe to the YouTube channel. You see that? Over 12 minutes for there. Facebook just get it. Cause what? Only for them to subscribe to the YouTube channel. So big up my YouTubers and my 360 family on YouTube. Call on them on YouTube live and up and running. Eh? Eh? I want them have coconut head. Tell them to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Them just got hear things up on the ear already on YouTube. Eh? Eh? Them just got hear it. Up and running. Ashanti360 TV on YouTube. I want to Fishini. I want to Antiman Duisha. Listen up. Listen this. On a late on Facebook, Cheryl Bless. We need to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hold on there. Before we're gonna further. I'm gonna make one even later. Kind of a subscribe. You're not gonna hear it where YouTube don't hear and get the exclusive, alright?
Huh? Hey, yo, yeah.
Hold on the bounty, hold on the bounty.
Social media, okay, I am a proud Batman. I am a proud Batman and I am loved. Social media, okay, I am a proud Batman. I am a proud Batman and I am loved.
Up and running, my 360 family, up and running. Up and running. Facebook up now. Alright, that's why I'm for subscribe. Call on with them on YouTube. Good day, Tamara. Good as. Alright, let's go. Let's get it moving now again. The YouTubers.
Real people over here. Bless, yes. You know, today I sit down in heaven.
We give Facebook.
Say, run out upon them and
Princess. We don't see the arms for you.
Watch him sit down there. You know, me just say, the Ashanti that when me see today, and the Ashanti that me didn't know. And me just sit down and watch him. And I notice when I look clean and fresh and just look like a different person. Yes, so me over there little.
YouTube.
When my daddy hardware. Good afternoon, guys. You know, big up yourself, Ashanti. You just look nice, so.
Bless up, Alien.
You have to give Caesar what is due to them, you know. You can't wait till
So on.
dead and gone.
Last year, Tamara Goodas. Big up yourself.
Over here. Bless, yes. You know, today I sit down in heaven. And me that watch the girl herself.
People, what you say? You don't respect what is true. We can't wait. We're not gonna let the white dog them when we're gone. I know more on the love. I know more on the love from the 360 family and the people that will appreciate me over the years. So we are one of the pioneer. Make people know them to give back to them community and them loved ones back home, no matter where them come from. Big up Ninja Man. How we make the world know about what heap of injustice. When who did I do it? Who else did I do it? Then get it from somewhere. And me say simple as this. Make we bring a phone, a next phone. And start communicate on the live and talk before video. Who else do it before me? Because me say Rag Ashanti. And the Jamaica and him go on the internet and start take the call. And then start the tambourine on the app so they do it at Jamaica. So I like that, you know. Rag do it on the radio. We start answer the call. Nicola. And who start the video chat before Facebook allow it? And who say justice to poor people? And who say look from beautiful Jamaica and make people see some lifestyle style of Jamaica what they never see before? Remember, Michael Manley said, no, Michael Manley, his father said, he never know. See, I saw people in the ghetto till him start run for office. I saw do it. I make people see what I want. I know people suffer and I get injustice and I get up. Me you too, people. We have to show the love. All them come on the tube, on the box, and get clear trouble. About them sickness. Lack of friends. Lack of love. Me have to tell you now. Forget a drive out. Phone get a drive out. Look like a nice little client at the vehicle. I do you lie? Wow. When I shoes lace, I pull on the string. Say a little boy. You a supple gin. Me a boss up in this. You know another level, another league, yeah. I care who up, what go on. If I love you one more time, happy birthday again. Grandmother say from the day till the end of the month. Rose, me YouTubers.
Real people over here, bless, yes. You know, today I sit down in a van and me that watch the girl that say run out pan them and me then Ashanti life pop up and me and watch him sit down there. You know, me just say the Ashanti that we see today and the Ashanti that me didn't know. And me just sit down and watch him and I notice how he look clean and fresh and just look like a different person.
Rose, me tell you for what something is the reason why I Rose.
My daddy hard way. Good afternoon, guys.
But alright.
You know, pick up yourself, Ashanti. You just look nice, so.
Trust me.
You have to give Caesar what is due to them, you know. You can't wait till somebody dead and gone.
True.
Real people over here, bless, yes. You know, today I sit down in a van and me that watch the girl that say run out pan them and me then Ashanti life pop up and me and watch him sit down there. You know, me just say the Ashanti that we see today and the Ashanti that me didn't know.
So
And me just sit down and watch him and I notice how he look clean and fresh and just look like a different
well fit
person.
neat.
Yes, somebody over there looking. When my daddy hardware. Good afternoon, guys. You know, big up yourself, Ashanti. You just look nice, so.
Smooth skin.
You have to give Caesar what is due to them, you know. You can't wait till somebody dead and gone. Real people over here. Bless, yes. You know, today I see them in heaven.
Glacia.
And me that watch the girl that say, run out upon them.
Which one are the van there?
Then Ashanti life pop up
Miss
and me
Charm.
sit down there. You know, me just say, the Ashanti that we see today, and the Ashanti that me did today. And me just sit down and watch him, and I notice why he look clean.
And listen now, my 360 family. Listen me. At this, them miserable online are going with.
Social media, okay, I am a proud Bati man. I am a proud Bati man and I am loved.
Real people over here. Bless, yes. You know, today I see them in heaven. And me that watch the girl that say, run out upon them, and me then Ashanti life pop up and me and watch him sit down there. You know, me just say, the Ashanti that we see today, and the Ashanti that me did know. And me just sit down and watch him.
Now ladies, I want to put some art on the screens, my babies. And I hear what Auntie Donna said. So I come out now, my roses. My ladies, do not play with me. I want to see me come out now, my roses. How we get there? We get there. I want to Donna recognize, and I see me come out now, my roses. Red and white and black and everything. My ladies, you better show some love. Sherry Bless, up YouTube, you better show some love. Yeah, me see that art there, up and running, sunshine, Sherry Bless, YouTube. Me turn up this. Now, man. Yourself, Merlin Cameron. And tell me the truth, ladies, you love me? Yeah? My ladies, I own my talk to now, let me know. My Canadian ladies, you love me? My talk to Canada now, you love me? Canada ladies, which part to me there? Princess Rose. Just might have a treat for you. Me Canada ladies, when I miss the boss. I never know enough. And nobody know where the boss at. Mysterious. Florida, could have New York, could have Canada, Dominican Republic. You never know. So Canada, you never know. So I don't look like the Canadian ladies there, Rose gone, Spark around there. Just might have a little gift for Canada ladies. I hope it can share. Oh, you know, you see me upon the reserve side. So when I get something a little extra, and I go crazy kind of more, you see me? On the conservative side. So when I get that, yeah. Yeah, if I bring that crazy side, yeah. When I get for express, yeah. Or I bubble up inside down and it just want to explode, yeah. A boy there, yeah. Yeah. You know, feel that you can't get that out of you. You need that person, that click. And so I said, yeah. Them damn boring ears. So man says, so big up my Canadian ladies, Nicola James, my sister Idea, up and running. Just might carry a tree for now.
Real people over here, bless, yes. You know, today I sit down in a van. And
Miss
then I
Chang.
watch the girl that say run out pan them and me then Ashanti life pop up and me and watch him sit down there. You know, me just say
Share the life on
the Ashanti
Facebook,
that
come
me
on.
see today and the Ashanti that me did know. And me just sit down and watch him and I notice how he look clean and fresh and just look like a different person. Yes, so me over there looking. Got me daddy hard way. Good afternoon, guys. You know, big up yourself, Ashanti. You just look nice.
Thank you.
You have to give
My
Caesar what
poor
is due to them, you know. You can't wait till somebody dead and gone. Real people over here, bless, yes. You know, today I sit down in a van.
And this is the problem.
Say, run out pan them and me then Ashanti.
Big up everybody. What's a peace treaty? Big up yourself, Chris. Matlock up and running, my 360 family. Will always have me. True good and bad. I when them say the worst, my 360 family always have me. And don't forget next year, the 1 year anniversary. Right there, so we're going to meet up. A Princess. June the 22nd. Yeah. We'll promote us straight back. Whole year. So it's going to be like the Grammys. When you see all the dress thing that go already. It's so approved. So we can have different beliefs, different sexuality, different religion, different career, different race, different background. The award show they prove all of that. Because I see Indian, I see white, I see black, I see Guyanese, Trinidad, I see police officers, all type of people, Africans from all type of walk of life. So them things that we can push and look forward. And with the grace of God, it's going to be the 1 year anniversary. We're going to continue the peace and keep it going on. And me say it a Rose. Big up yourself, Princess Rose, and me and my co-worker Dana for co-host. Either way, we're dead alive. 360 family dead alive. Who want to be on the trip with me? Especially them 5 lucky people in America. I want, you know, do the whole rolling with me, we'll go over together and everything. And kind of do the thing together. Kind of lift me. So a man say, I don't know me and Matlock I go roll. So we want to do it all together. We have to start from now on. You see me? Other people can come involved, but we have a little plan we have already. So who want, you see me? Forget them 5 people there. You don't know the thing Airbnb. I need a cook on the whole night. And you have to be able to, you see me? Put in your 5 days from now at least. So I'm going to need a chef. Alright. A little pool and the whole 9 years. Up and running. So it's good for peace. A month now. And when was it? June? 4 months. And then say never did have a last YouTube. 4 months, East Street. I would also take a little time and I go in. Because I gotta have a way of work. I'm not pushing upon people. Likewise, my co-worker. But I don't have the little way of yeah. I would just leave that right there, sir. Because what must happen, I got happen. We human beings could have fight it till we can't fight it no more. It got happen. Them not smart, them not sick. Say the more, them curse and do this thing and fight. And call the names. And the bigger the people them get. All me. Unless the war go on. All bookings go on all type of something. Bookings not the future. I come up. Show a come up. Ron Michelle. Auntie Dana in the morning as a ear congratulations radio show. No Ron Michelle from long time. I used to listen to him from the Ira FM days. No, not at Ira FM no more, but from them days back. Yeah. And make him name there, so. So what would us embrace people? What the good and positiveness? We're not gonna jealous and bad mind then. The man more inspired. It's nice to have a nice car, yeah. Want a nice car too. Nothing wrong with that. Or a nice house. But I don't want yours. I like what you do. So that give me a push. And I said, Jaja, I can't have mine too. But I don't want yours. Just like how somebody do it before you and inspire you. But that time that's the difference. But some of them jealous, them bad mind. Them want the people have. Them don't want people prosper. The good and good will come back to your people. Trust and believe. We have a patient God. We have a patient God. We have a patient God. Trust me. When I said always work out. We always see them true colors. Them real colors. Maxine, big up yourself. God bless you. Share the live in 360 family. Make we get some more people. Like the live on YouTube, Ashanti360 TV. Subscribe on YouTube. Them could have played memories. The Wisha could have started playing me memories till in full. Uno could have played them to a fool. Continue. Don't let get stronger. More blessings are developed. Border recipient. England recipient. You're a recipient. And of course people. But they don't have no money. And you live off of the government. You never seen nothing like this yet. You can't do without the government of England. You can't do nothing with your life. Nothing at all. And we may have to take a road trip before the sun going to England. See that? Good boy. You do all of the community inclusion. You never did it the right way though. That's just you and the driver. You gotta come, turn off the light and interact, go play bingo. Do some exercise with the hands. At least with your cane. I mean, at least one person in our community, you see me, but goddamn, go to the park. What happened to those programs in England? The only program you want upon the benefit program and get the flats. You don't want to uplift your life. You just want the free flats. And the rest of benefit program, the disability allowance. All the brother they panic. You might collect the money to clean up your apartment. The income support. Pay money, you don't want nothing for your life. Don't even want to be it. I live in the house with the bathroom. Don't even want to learn for people. Big boy like you. Boy, me say. All they want is the PIP allowance. Well, you have free ambulance service. Because the rate you are go, you're going to be one of the worst cases of all time. You're going to need to use that clip and speed dial. All those money add up to about $1,000 a month. You have 2 food a day. Nobody no cook for you. We call you a state property in America. The government is responsible for you. Use a state property. You see what man say? So you running around. You running around. Sell one is higher function than you. Sell one you have a child. You impregnate an elephant. I know the baby can't back. But we know you was lying. We know you was lying. We know you was lying. We already know you was lying. Hear your own words right here. Hear your own words. Why we know you're lying. See, I thought the truth.
Okay, I am a proud Bati man. I am a proud Bati man and I am loved. Social media, okay,
So-
I am a proud...
So we know that wasn't true about the young lady. We already know that already. That was a made-up story. As a most elephant. All of my elephant, somebody Google that. A 3 years elephant take for a baby. Share the live. My 360 family up and running. Alright, I like how the people them like up the video. And subscribing. And YouTube Ashanti360 TV. Big up Mishka. I love you one more time, Mishka. Big up yourself. We just can't stop love each other. The ladies may go around my always just leave an impression. Big up Coco. Coco probably the first person who kind of Coco. Big up Coco. I'm trying to find Coco. Big up Cheese. I'm always around some nice ladies. Big up Candy Wow. Always fortunate to someone I say. Candy 360. I know our fault. Blame your mommy. She give birth to you. Your daddy where you claim love you. And then do that to you. Daddy why you touch the wish.
Real people over here. Bless, yes. You know, today I see them.
Like and share. Auntie man.
And then I watch the girl that say run out from them and me then Ashanti life pop up and me and watch him sit down there. You know, me just say the Ashanti that when me see.
Boy answer we, when I answer them clown there.
And me just sit down and
We
watch
just
him.
drip them up, box them up.
Like a different person. Yes, so me over there little. Got me daddy hardware. Good afternoon, guys. You know, big up yourself, Ashanti. You know,
Big up
something
yourself,
nice.
Dana. Yeah, Dana come on and comment and everything and make her comment them on the page. I know some more time she probably would have come on more, but I choose some of them mix up people. A time do everything in a people. A time bring us here. A time bring the wish away in there. When I see him real colors, in true colors, he no different than tea lady, cracker teeth. No different. And him have to be one of the worst case. Whenever I see him eye them open up. Lack of love. Mental illness is real, people. It's real, you too. I know a lot of call people mad and crazy, but mental illness is a real illness. It's not just the bloggers then. Some man are the bloggers, the people that in front of the camera, not just them. Some man the followers then. Yeah, we soon them. All over the place. Not talk about good people them. Them know themselves. The troublemakers. The golden age home. Golden girls. Couple of them over the Risha. Natalie, time of the master. I tell them all the time, don't play with me. Go on a long road for hanging myself. One thing, that day I never did ever come. And I keep telling the lie. How I feel now. If I get slapped one and get pushed out. Look what all person. That not big up. And look what you there. I wouldn't have play. You know how this? I tell them if I read a book. I don't think a joke. Afterward. Think a joke. One thing, the day I never da come, I not see nothing yet. Big up my co-worker. Bigger things and better things. The future bright. One thing. I don't know how to play with yet. I wait for one. Go on the time. Time. See how long we there about. So we make on take community inclusion trip. What make on better on the life. The only problem, all the one person include yourself in the community with. The driver. The therapy. Could give you a challenge. Work on this. So I'll see you do this. I will now start saying, work on that. Then we can deal with this after. But make way, you can start till you, then till you can have a creep before you walk. And because the people them were sickly. God bless them and walk on the heel soon. I'm not talking to Uno, talking this troublemaker. We're sick and giving a lot of trouble, although he's sick. Him I'm talking, not Uno. So I just want to clear that I'm talking to one individual. Alright, woman shot, I'm not talking to you guys, Barbisha. The time when I take and do all them things here. Better on the life. It will never be a next please street like when me and Dana have. The people that match it up. The people that match it up to Michael Manley and Siag, I'm not lying. And God make everything happen, Miss Princess, the show. Thing what happen with Chris. And God didn't make it happen and work out that way there. To teach all our way an example. And show us the right way. God now use Uno, because not ready feet yet. Uno set up to the table yet. That's why God now use Uno a part of this. And Uno never make history and be a part of it. Because God soon wanna put out. I know say it not gonna last, it not gonna work, a waste of time. So I'm gonna be not a good example. Because it done fall apart a long time. We see other people try it before and we see never ever take off. Just happen at the female award show. God know where I'm at. Teach all our way a lesson. Me have to protect my mental. I have to protect my mental. I can't come up on this YouTube and do one thing every day. That never be my thing, I will never be my thing. We love help people. And we say sharing is caring and make that popular. We love to treat for kids, back to school, Christmas treat. Food for poor people. Job for poor people. Justice or injustice there. Want to record it. Well, I'm sure I want to do and make a difference. So I want more high function than you and shall use you. Because you're smarter than you. Say you're a fool. Smarter than you. Have sex more than you. Can check better than you. Can cook too better than you for sure. Boy, have to watch me and say I'm going to cook and show up public. Like, really? Sister, your shoes lace, you have to go out for me. Think you can't tell me to do nothing, punk, and make me do it? I tell you I'm going to take a drive out. And you better listen to me and take a drive out. You want all night? The day I lock up another house. See that to take a drive out today? I will tell her to do it. One boss, one done. Listen. That little boy. Take a bath today. Take a bath. Look fresh when you come on. That's the next goal. Write it down in your goal book. Where's that book at? Let me write it down in a goal book. Because we're not even getting to you clapping yet. Write down your goal. Write down your goal. So you don't ever get to you clapping yet. To get to this part, write down. Auntie. So how it goes for the next slide. Shower. Alright? I think I get to brush teeth and then something there. One at a time. Up and running my 360 family. Like this thing. Share the life. Help shall big up yourself. And as we always say, when our people are no sick people, we tell you who already. What if our people have serious things are going on with them kids and serious sickness adults have out there? And kids them, autism and all type of something. Alright, but this troublemaker, Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Barbisha, my ladies, you like that bag? You like that bag? You tell me if you like that bag. It's not fake, it's real. That receipt it can go in any Gucci store or art authentic. Anyone. Anyone. You like that bag there, ladies? Tell me if you like that bag there. I'll soon get back to business. Hold on, let me show you YouTube. Sorry, my good YouTube people. Let me show you. My friend, send me my answer for now. Hold on, let me YouTube people. Tell me if you don't like this over YouTube. Probably Angela. That's why my ask. Probably for one of the lucky ladies. Tell me if you don't like that bag of YouTube. My ladies, them. My ladies. How much do you think for that bag there? Come many ladies bag. Alright, nobody call me. Tell me. 500, the real bag what talking now. Wanna think YouTube? No. You have to go up more. 400 and when don't even close. When you have Google, I want one. Up here senior citizen, now senior citizen know for Google. I know a Gucci website there. I'm showing the name of the bag. When you could just go on really quick. Because this come from the Gucci website. When you could just really quick up on Google and Google Gucci. The real Gucci website. Alright, see the price there. Sherry Bless, big up yourself. $1,700 right there, sir. $1,695. Look on Gucci website right now. See that? Look on the official one, you know. Alright. Alright. It's so much shit. Official. Bird surfing ticket to attract everything. Alright? Not like it, ladies. Me tell them the price. I'm part of it, I go to charity. I'm want to support it when the time come. We're going to raffle it off, $50 ticket, 30 ticket alone. And we're going to watch the 30 ticket them going. And the winner get it on a live. With the surfing ticket, go in any one of the store them, pan line, and check it. Alright? Make me know if you are interested. Alright, the 360 family, $50. 30 ticket alone I go sell. Just 30. So that bag there will cost almost, can't beat that. Almost $1,700, $5 short, $50, and somebody can win it. Alright.
Are you blessed? Yes.
Continue.
You know, today I sit down in heaven. And me that.
Let me have to do what I want to think. We now have to credit all the ticket them. A part of it I got to charity, so we now have to credit it out. Cascator. Big up Cascator. They might make it possible. Big up Cascator. When is this? This is nice. When is this, my mom? Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Alright. So to make me know. $50. 30 ticket. I hit that right there, say it there. Alright, make we get back to business right here. Me YouTube people not like the video. I'm alive, my friend. What's up? Man, no, man. Okay. So when we're ready, my people, I can sell number between 1 to 30. Alright? Those 30 tickets are alone. And everything are there on the line. Those 30 tickets are going in the bag. I want to see that. And as I said, the bag with receipt. So anybody interested, make me know. 30 ticket. Part of the proceeds that go straight to charity. 1,700. Real Gucci, nothing fake. So the price only for a play for a fake can get a real one. One lucky person. Barbie shall big up yourself. So anybody interested, WhatsApp me. Alright? Alright. I'm soon talk more about that. So we'll continue on. Hold on. I forgot. So I got one at a time. I forgot one other shit. I forgot. So she was calling me. Try multitask with 360 family. Rose, big up yourself again. My YouTube people, thanks for tuning in. Cheryl Bless.
Bless people where you bless, yes.
Facebook up.
And me that watch the girl that say run out pan them and me then Ashanti life pop up and me and watch him, me sit down there. You know, me just say
Share the live.
the Ashanti
Like the video
them
on
and the
YouTube,
Ashanti
subscribe.
and me just sit down and watch him and I notice how he look clean and fresh and just look like a different person. Yes, so me over there looking. Got me daddy hardware. Good afternoon, guys. You know, big up yourself, Ashanti. You just look nice, so.
You can go back and watch the rest. How you doing, Jennifer? And Jennifer.
You can't wait till somebody dead and
Come and think someone, you know, long life on YouTube, Jennifer.
Yes.
Way before we come live on Facebook. People, when subscribe to the YouTube channel, we're live now on YouTube. YouTube will get the more exclusive. So when subscribe on the YouTube channel Ashanti360 TV. And that will say subscribe. Uvex. Subscribe. Oh man, let me message Mert. Subscribe. Ashanti360 TV. I love to say people are peace to say. It's what I say, who want the real process of their business that. It not gonna work over here. What God put in place, man can't move. Could that be 360, could that be that, it could that be that and like a man do. It could that be Planka, it could that be Royal. You're not God. Could that be Ashanti360? None of we are not God. Not one of we. So what God put in place, no man, nothing about it. No storm, nothing, no flooding can come. Nothing can destroy it if him say I saw it for God. So I'm asking you two people, see where saw it go. Drink up on the water, skin me clean. You see what I'm saying? Yeah man, my ladies. Drink up the water, bag of sugar juice up in the fridge. Them deliver food there. Deliver man, then put your food on the ground, spit it night, take a piece of it. Then know what go on. But then you cook your food at home, the best food that. You know what them I put in night, all them powder seasoning there. Blood pressure. So man on the rate now gonna drop down per line. Big up yourself, my friend Charmaine. You it. Miss you it. God bless you. Where them a go on, Derek? The cash app up to people. $ Ashanti360. The stars them up. Yes, we say the stars them up. Because my sister, my cash app a bad down. I don't have big stars. Thank you for the stars. Why sign up for stars if you don't need the money? Why you sign up for stars and give them your account number? If you don't need money and you're rich. And I wish you could have get what I get now, my cash up and my stars them. Because see some stars up and running, this what go on. I work and I jerk we a jerk. When I waste of time on the internet. We store in a broadcast will make sense. Will make a difference in people's life or the people well information. Whenever I make the Prime Minister of Jamaica for move yet and do something. Whenever I make a member of parliament have to stand up and ask what go on with Jasmine Dean. Whenever I put the pressure upon them so yet. I make the people on the cruise ship have to come in. Whenever I put the pressure, whenever I walk with the mummies them yet, we lose them kids and get murdered. Whenever I fight for them yet when them lose, them kid, a child. Fear some farmer, beat up our brutality, and need justice. I want that. When they can't walk the streets, so we walk. Then can't walk them streets that you too. I walk over them shoulders since I left Jamaica. And we used to get up people and show the world how get up people in. And show us on everybody wicked some love there. Big up Franklin Town, St. Albans Lane, York Street. Nikki, big up yourself, Nikki Goodas. Some more stars up there. Nicola, big up yourself. Give me a WhatsApp, Nicola. Big up your hubby too. They treat my bad still, Nicola, but go on. Hold on, man. Yeah, but people, as me said, me YouTube people, me 360 family, them sick. Mental illness is real. Just like other sickness. And as me say, when I make fun of sick people, but him sick. A real thing. You have other sickness like autism and all them type of something that will bother our community. Serious thing. Serious thing. So when I make fun of people, cause serious something that was spread spotlight on and mental illness. But this boy is a troublemaker, you too. All him do a come online and get trouble. And jealous and vexed. And want love and attention. And his mother not give me, but he want it from people online.
Real people.
Boy.
You know, today I sit down in a van. And I watch the girl that say run out pan them and then Ashanti life pop up and me and watch him sit down there. You know, me just
share the life.
The Ashanti that we see today and the Ashanti that me didn't know.
That long time, Dana watch me.
Look clean.
Dana watch me before Charlotte do live. Ask her, me say it over and over. Because she used to come on and comment, Georgia Wagwan. From before she even started the charity. Ask her. Ask her. So I know what una hurry come up. Una just come and run and go. My friend, you have to reply quick, you know. That take too long. So people have a real sickness out there. Like autism. If any mommy out there who have like the experience. I know about them things there. Can't call him. Cause as I said, when I teach each other, cause some things are going on in the world are real. I would like spread spotlight on positive things and things what affect the community. Good day, Makala.
Good day, Shanti. How are you?
I'm doing great.
What's going on?
How you doing? I'm here.
I'm well.
You doing well?
Yeah, I'm well.
Okay, we just it's just talking a little so the topic the kind of moving. Through this sick boy I get so much trouble. So that kind of talk about, so we're not making fun of sick people. But this young man here love to get trouble my caller and him happen to be sick. But me just that mention like autism and other things out there what we need for really for spread the spotlight pan. Sometimes they got waste time with them people here. Cause a lot of people out there who got kids and people out there who sick out and need some help and some little things to know. So you know anything about this Makala?
About autism?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
All right, all right. Could you share? Wait, let me read something first. Then, McCullough, let me read something. All right. Autism is a developmental disability caused by the difference in the brain. It is not a disease, but a disorder that can be
Yes.
improved and managed with great results. Go ahead, McCullough.
Okay, so
Wait,
the
let me make sure
difference.
everybody are here, cause important information. I know nobody run going out. Cause someone say good show and say someone run gone. When they just want to hear for the mix up. They want to down and talk about Ashanti easy. When they stay here now and listen some good something and share the live now. Let me get some more people share this good message you're about for come up. Alright? Alright, when I hear on YouTube, I want to make sure everybody are here. When I hear on Facebook, nice and clear, let me know. Go ahead, my call.
Okay, hi guys. So I do know quite a few things about autism. So let me give you some background. So I have a child that is autistic, and my child was diagnosed with autism at the age of um about 4 or 5. They wanted to diagnose my child earlier, but I was fighting the diagnosis because of the stigma,
Yes.
and I was in disbelief. I didn't want to come to terms with hearing that, like
Correct. I understand. A lot of parents is hard to come to
yeah.
terms. Yeah. With
When
that.
you have a child, you expect the child to be normal and everything, right? And now to be faced with such a challenge, it was overbearing. When I finally got the diagnosis for the child, I was upset. I would cry myself to sleep.
Wow.
I would ask God, why my child? Why
Yes.
me? And so it was a lot emotionally, and to see your child struggle,
Yes.
and you go to doctors, they don't really know what to tell you. There's no cure, they don't know what to do. You go out in public, people are looking at you and your child
Yes.
like you're
Wow.
strange, weird. People are judging you. So it was a lot. So
Could just imagine.
yeah, so I went through a stage of grief where, I was in disbelief, I was in denial. Then I got to the acceptance stage, because
Yes.
it when you grieve, you go through a stage, right?
Yes.
Like you guys, you can Google it, like the stage of grief, like it's a process, right? So I went through the stage. So now, when I got to the stage of acceptance,
Claudette.
I said to myself, okay, so this is what my child have, right?
Yes.
And I see for myself, like I compare my child to another child, it's a different child. I can see it, right? So I'm like, okay, what am I going to do about it, right? Because at the end of the day, when you have an illness or somebody you love have an illness, doctors can only do so much. And to be honest, like people don't really care as much as how you're going to care. And so I started to research things, right? I
Yes.
started to do research because I didn't know much about it, even though I'm in the medical field. I didn't know much about this area. And so let me tell you, when I do
One
this
second, please. Facebook on our ear nice and clean. YouTube on our ear nice and clean. Share the live, people. Share the live. These are the things we want to share. Probably can't understand why some of these people give in trouble or just in general can learn something positive in your life or probably can help you. You can see a sign of a family member, a friends, and you probably can recognize something or suggest something. These are serious something. The sooner the better we'll find out. Don't be afraid. Don't be ashamed. All right? Continue, Makala. So appreciate you sharing this.
Okay, so after I started to research, and let me tell you, when I initially saw a change in my child was okay. When my child was born, up to about 2 years old, regular child, hitting the
Everything
milestone.
normal, like what I would have said, the speech a come on, like the creeping, the walking like a
Yes,
normal child.
my child walked before 1 year old.
Oh wow.
Before 1 year old,
Yes.
was saying mama, little cool words,
Yes.
baba, banana, like saying words. And then, at first, let me just say this, guys, this is just my experience. Everyone's experience is different. At first, I wasn't for vaccinating my child. At first, I wasn't for that.
Yes.
And but then, I started to hear, oh, if my child is not vaccinated, then my child cannot go to school.
Yes.
So I was between a rock and a hard place. So then I decided that, let me start the vaccination process. Mind you, when my child was born up to 2 years old, no vaccine was given. My child didn't get the 2 months, 4 months, none of those vaccines as per the schedule, right?
Yes.
So I didn't give nothing. Up on 2 years old, I started. I gave the first dose. My child got a little fever. When I went home, bathed my child in cold water because I don't do medications. I don't do
A little
medications.
better on Facebook now. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do medication. So, knowing that my child had a fever, I just bathed my child in cold water,
Yes.
and just gave my child lots of fluid. And by the next day, the fever was gone. What people need to understand, that because you have a fever, you need to take Tylenol for that. Tylenol doesn't take away fever. Let me just educate you guys. It suppresses the symptom, what is causing the fever. You can eliminate the fever if it's not over a certain amount. Because if
Okay.
it's like, if you check your temperature and it's like above, like 38 is high, but it's not too high. But when you start to reach like 39 going to 40 and above 40, then your cells are dying. Then you're going to need like serious interventions for that, right? So my child just had a slight fever, and I just cold water, lots of fluid. Next day it was gone. Okay, fine. The next time came around for my child to have the next dose of vaccine. So this vaccine was
And these are immunization we're talking
yeah,
about. Okay,
yeah,
just to get
immunization.
that clear.
The,
Cause through
the
all the
vaccine that
vaccine
I
talk, we're
noticed,
talking about immunization. Go ahead.
yeah, the vaccine I noticed the change was, I think, the varicella. So the varicella is for the chicken pox, right? So
Yes.
my child was getting the varicella vaccine, and let me tell you something. People, you need to follow your intuition. How you feel in your body is never wrong. When the day I went to the doctor's office and I saw the doctor, and I just had an uneasy feeling in myself. It was a different doctor from the first one that did the first injection. And we, she was, when he was drawing up the needle to give my child the injection, he just seemed like he was unsure. And I was just watching him and so forth. Because I'm in the medical field. I know how to administer needles, everything, right? And to how he was holding the needle, handling the medication, to me just didn't seem like he was confident in what he was doing. And then after he jabbed my child, and then instantly I started to see blood and just this loud scream from my child, and I was like, oh shit.
Wow.
I just know in myself something was wrong, and it was from there then on. I just my child just regressed. No speech,
Oh, wow.
no speech, like no speech,
From
like
there on?
from there. Yeah, it wasn't like immediate. It was like months in, just like regression. Um, no speech, still able to walk and so forth, but just the speech was gone. The comprehension was gone. Like not responding to when I called my child's name, not responding, not looking at me, nothing, right? And I was like, at first, I was like,
Oh my
I was
God.
ignoring it a bit. I was saying
Yes.
maybe, I'm saying maybe the child is just sometimes, some pitney them, maybe you say them stubborn or them sometimes they're just
Yes.
in them one way. So that's what I was telling myself.
One second, my caller. Really important people. I need some more people to share the live. These are the lives we want to share. Alright? Alright. Our mommy sharing, her story, of having an artisan child. Please, share the live, listen, learn something. Even if it's not your child, it probably can help with a next child, family member, friend, or just a child. Continue, I get my caller.
Yes. So, um, and I was just ignoring it. I didn't really want to come to terms. And I had a lovely lady that used to watch my child when I would go to work. And one day she said to me, I think you should take her to the doctor and really get, diagnosed. And she suggested the word. She said, I think she has, the child has autism. And I was like, I cried, and, I just cried. My heart was broken, and just real deep sadness almost
Wow.
led me to depression.
Could you imagine?
And I at first,
Not hear
we
you
went to
too?
we went to the family doctor, but that's not the family
Not hear.
doctor's specialty. People need to understand, that's not their specialty. Family doctor is just a general doctor. They deal with everything, but they don't specialize in nothing. They deal in everything, so they
Yeah.
do not have a specialty. You need to go to a specialist. So
Correct.
we went to um, a pediatrician, but their area of specialty was autism.
Yes.
And you know, um, he suggested that. And what he also did, because when I told him that the child wasn't responding to no name calling, nothing at all, we did a hearing check. We did a hearing check to see if the child was deaf or something, because
Yes.
we didn't know. And it came back normal. The child could hear
So
very
at
well.
that point, how you feel like how things coming back normal? Cause I could just imagine as a mommy, like how you feel.
I, I mean, like, it's good to hear that the hearing,
Yeah, but
like,
same time you don't know what's going
yes,
on and you know that something
same
is
time,
wrong. So that's
like,
the little twist.
if everything is checking out normal, it is more leading towards autism, right? Because then if the child is
Okay.
hearing properly, because if I'm calling the child and the child is not responding, I'm thinking, okay, maybe the child is deaf or losing hearing
Okay.
or something. But when we did the hearing test, it was brilliant. It was beautiful. There is no hearing loss. So
So that's
I was
kind of like at that point, it's kind of pushing to autism, and it's kind of like, but I'm saying like it kind of I become a real to you. So how like your feelings now start like you start to accept it yet, or you don't reach that stage yet?
No, I didn't start to accept it yet. I
Okay.
just was like, like the specialist suggested that, and the specialist was going to do the paperwork to diagnose, and I said no. And then this was um, then the child started going to school. When the child started going to school, right?
Yes.
Because before that, my child was in daycare, and then but the child wasn't potty trained. Like my child didn't know how to use the bathroom. Was still in diapers, and so I was like, how am I going to send my child to school without knowing how to use the bathroom independently? And one of my thing is I was so scared about people molesting my child, touching my child, private area, those things. Because I'm the one who does the bathroom, and so forth. So
Yes.
I was nervous about that. So when it was time to go to to school, because the child reached school age right now, it's school age. The child has to go to school, right? And I went and I sat down with the principal, and thank God, like the principal was such a lovely, welcoming, warm lady. And I sat down and I talked to the principal and I explained, my concerns, and I cried in her office, because it's really hard to deal with.
Wow.
And and she reassured me, and I told her, she said, don't worry, we're going to get somebody to help her with the bathroom and everything. And I requested not to have a male person take her to the bathroom. I wanted a female.
Yeah.
And so we got a lady on. Thank you, Jesus. Like, I pray for this lady every day. Like, we are still good friends up to this day, me and this lady. Within 6 months, the child could use the bathroom, was fully potty trained.
Wow.
Fully potty trained. What I want the audience to understand is it takes a lot to deal with these type of children. A lot. And you need patience. And I know within our community, Jamaican, I'm Jamaican, we are so short fuse. And, we say, oh, the pitney now learn and this and that, and we lick them on boof bath. You cannot do that with an autistic child. I'm telling you, that's the worst thing you can ever do. So, anyways,
Yes.
the child was potty trained, and then the school um, got through the school board, we got a speech language pathologist to come in,
Yes.
and they did some speech therapy with her, but it wasn't a lot. And then through my husband's insurance, um, speech therapy was covered. So we got speech therapist to come in into our home, and we did some
Yes.
therapy at home. And and I would practice with my child and so forth. And little by little, the speech started coming in, but it was very little. The comprehension it was and is still lacking, but little words would come in. Was coming in like the child would point. I would call her name, and she would look at me and started looking at me. Still wouldn't make eye contact because autistic children do not make eye contact.
Oh wow, I never knew that.
They don't. That is one telltale sign. They will, like, I can sit in front of you and you and I, we can have a
Yes.
conversation, and I can look at you and talk to you, and you're engaged with me and you're looking at me. They do not look at you. They are looking away, but they're still talking to you if they talk. Because some
Yes.
autistic children, they talk, but they're not making eye contact. So sometimes what I would do with my child, I would just sit and I would hold her face in front of me and I would look in her eye and she would look at me. And then she will look away. Like she cannot hold a stare.
Oh wow.
And so then after that, uh, it was, after the last needle that she got and she bled, I just didn't do any more
Wow.
immunizations. No more. So in her entire life, she only got 2 needles. And then what I did, you had, I I did the exemption, the vaccination exemption. So you have to do a course, it's like a 1 day course for a few
Yes,
hours.
a lot of
And
people
then
don't know about this that they could do an
yes,
exemption.
yeah, you
Let
can
me
do an
ask you
exemption. So
something
I,
though, if you don't mind sharing. Where in the world you at? And come on, people. Now here, good. Please share the live on Facebook, please. And YouTube, like it, like it. When I hear nice and clear, YouTube people, Facebook people, now hear important information that need to get out there. Go ahead, Makala.
yeah, so I am in Canada,
Okay,
and
thank you for sharing.
so I know Canada and US. I'm not sure about England. I don't know about Jamaica, but you can do an exemption for sure. So I did the exemption, and so you can do it on a few basis, religious basis, or whatever the issue is. So I did it, and let me tell you something. The day when I went in to do that course,
So you have to do a course for your child
yeah,
to take it. Go
yeah,
ahead.
you
Because
have to
I
do
never
a
even know
course.
you could do that. I thought you had to take it. Continue.
No, you have to. Yeah, it's just like you go in there, you watch a bunch of videos, answer
Yes,
some
man.
questions, and that's pretty much what it
It's
is. It's
good
like
to
maybe,
know, man. It's good to know these
yeah, it's like
information.
maybe 4 hours if so long,
People know
right?
their rights
And
and the choices. So if they choose to for
yeah,
their child, go ahead.
yeah. So I did the course, and with the day when I went in, I was the only black person there. In the room that I did, it was Chinese, Indian, and white people. I was the only black people. And what I realized,
Person,
most
yes.
of these white people and Chinese people, whatever, they exempt their kids. Believe it or not, it's us black
Okay.
people that don't. Okay, and so I did the exemption. Then I handed it into the school that she would be no longer getting anymore.
Thank you,
So
Cheryl.
that is on her file.
Yes.
And
Thanks,
so they
Miss
cannot
Gail.
come to me and ask me, oh, she needs to get new needles or whatever. They cannot, no, because it's there. She's exempted. So after that, I was just trying my best to do what I can. Some days I get so frustrated. I get frustrated with myself. I get frustrated with my husband. I get frustrated even with her. And then
Yes.
I have to remind myself that it's not her fault. It's not her fault,
Correct.
right? And then you, as a parent, you feel bad, like you feel bad in yourself, like you go out and you see other parents interacting with their children, and then your kid can't even interact with you. You can't even have a conversation. Like your child can't even tell you, like mommy, I love you. Like you don't hear those things. Like
Yes. Oh my God.
it's hard. It's hard, and it's just hard and depressing.
So
So
sad. Wow.
before my child went into the school, like she was at the daycare, I she had a really lovely lady that worked with her, and because she
You
has a
know,
lot of
that seems like that's important. Sorry to cut you, but the type of person that you leave, them with or who is taking care of
yes,
them, it seems like that is important
it
to
is
get the right
very
person.
important. People that work with autistic children need to be extremely patient. They need to be loving people. They need to be understanding people. But the patience is key because these children do not learn at the speed of light. They cannot learn so fast like other kids. So what you might take one time to explain to a regular child, they might understand it immediately. You might have to do it 20 times with an autistic kid or whatever. So
Yes,
you have to be patient, right,
yes,
with them.
patient.
So I remember the lady said to me, she's like, oh, you're going to have another baby. And I'm like, why? I'm like, I don't want to have any more kids. I'm like, I'm already struggling with her. I don't want to have any more children. And mind you, the reason why I didn't want to have any more kids because the the pediatric the pediatrician that we went to, the specialist, he told me because I have one kid with autism, there is a great possibility that the next child can come the same way. So I was
Yes,
like, I don't want to be dealing with two children with the same issue. You know what I mean?
yes,
So um so that was my fear. If I should get pregnant again, I can have another child with the same thing. like I would probably lose my mind if I had two children with autism. Like it's a lot with one child. Imagine two children with the same issue. It's crazy. So
Let me ask you
yeah,
something to call. At what point do you accept and start like gear up, turn activist and start some have to
I'm
do
gonna
this, to
tell you.
start running up
I'm
and
gonna tell
down and you act,
yeah,
you know?
I'm gonna tell you. That's where I'm getting to. So anyhow, when she said that to me, she said, just so have another child. I don't want. She's like, I know you don't want to have one, but have another one because at least she won't be alone and she won't be lonely she because of the autism and she doesn't know how to communicate. She doesn't make eye contact. She doesn't know how to
Yes.
play with kids. She doesn't have any friends. Cannot
Oh,
make
I
friends.
never even thought
So
about that. Wow.
yeah,
Learning.
autistic kids really and truly they are mostly loners. They are lonely people because they cannot make friendships. So and
Wow.
I would take her to the park and I know she wants to play with other kids. Like I see her looking at them and she might walk over to them, but she cannot say hi. She cannot say my name is. She cannot say what is your name. She cannot say how are you. She cannot say those things. So I would, when I take her to the park and I see she wants to play with them, I would go to the parents and I would say, this is my child, explain what the situation is. I'm like, would you mind if I go to your child and talk to your child so that they can play? And they're like, oh
Yeah.
no, let that. They're like, oh, go ahead, go ahead. So when I go to the kids and I explain to the kids what the
Yes.
situation is, then the kids are welcoming. But when the kids don't know, they judge and they stay away because they're like, oh, this. They're going to be like, oh, she's weird, but they don't know that the child, have autism and that it's difficult for the child to interact. So, anyhow, I got pregnant again. And I
Wow.
really didn't want an next baby. I really did not want an next child, to be honest. Anyhow, I got pregnant again. When I got pregnant again, and I was like, okay. I said to my dad, I'm like, I'm having this baby for you. I'm like, this baby is not even my baby. I'm like, I'm doing this for you because I don't want you to be alone in the world. I want if I should die tomorrow, you have someone here with you. You're not just going to be in this crazy world by yourself and nobody to be there with you. So I got pregnant. I had a son,
Yes.
and
Oh, so you had a son this time.
yeah, I had a son this time. And as soon as I had my son, I did the exemption for
And
immunization. So he has
no vaccine.
never, not even one needle,
Okay.
never been immunized. My daughter got two needles in her life. My son never got a
How
needle.
is his health now? And how
He's
old,
healthy. My
if you
child doesn't
don't
get
mind
sick.
telling me his
If
age, or just about, or and
my
how is
son
his
only
health?
gets a cold, and if he gets a cold within at least 3 days, it's gone. My son doesn't get sick.
And how old is he now? Just to have an idea, how
He's almost 5.
long. Okay. Wow.
He doesn't get sick. And mind you, the reason why I did it, I really wanted to. It was almost like I wanted to know for myself, right? Because in my mind, I was saying the immunization is what caused it, and you hear a lot of people saying immunization is what caused um, autism. You hear people say that, and I believe that as well. So I was like, okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to immunize my child, and I want to see what's going to happen. So I didn't immunize him, and he was hitting his milestones, walking before one, cooing, and all these things. He talks, but he doesn't have a lot of language, like a lot of words, but he can express himself. He can be like the other day I was in his room and he's like, I love you, sweetheart. Like, I started to cry because I never heard my daughter said that before. My daughter never said that, but
Wow.
my
Oh
son
my
said that,
God.
you know? And, and I was like, oh my goodness, like those are the words you want to hear as a mom, as a parent. You want to hear your
Yes.
kids say, Mommy, I love you, or hug you, or kiss
Oh
you, or,
wow.
show you affection. You want those things, right?
Correct.
And, and my son did that for me. But because of the issue with my daughter, I am very protective to a default with my daughter. Like it's like I don't let her out of my sight. But here's the funny thing. When my son was born and she started to interact with him and he was starting to say words, and because she's around him so often, she started to pick up words.
Oh, wow.
Even,
Well,
even though I was
Doctor or
trying
the nurse
to,
was a little right about that. You could read Andrea comment too. You could just see she was saying something in the
I
comment.
hope you're taking advantage of the funding. Yeah, I have the funding. I have the funding. I have it. And so she was picking up
I
words,
chosen by
right?
God. Everybody who tune in, Livingston, please share the live. I ask her, we talking about autism. Her mom sharing, so I appreciate this mom sharing her experience from having an autism child. Continue, mommy.
Yes. So my child started to pick up words, and you always hear people say, children learn from children. Children, no matter what you as a parent, as an adult, they will learn from you, but they learn more from other kids, right? So she started to pick up words because my son is advanced, very advanced, and she started to pick up. And then she started to show interest in what he was showing interest in. Because my son, he loves numbers. And she started to show interest in numbers, in
Oh,
math.
wow.
And I'm like, okay, okay. And then, I started, it's like almost a different child. And then after COVID came, when COVID came, this is the pivotal moment. When COVID came, condolences to all who died, but COVID was a blessing for me and my kids. Reason being, when COVID came and I stepped back from working
Okay.
and I did the homeschooling with my child, let me tell you something. I learned so
Wow,
much,
that made a difference.
a huge difference. I learned
I'm
so much,
always with
number
old
one,
school.
about me as a person, me as a mom, the
Yes.
type of mom I want to be, the type of
Winchie.
person I want to be. I
Yes.
also learned more about my child. Like I could really understand my child more, learn my child's strength, her weakness, areas where I can fill in. Ashanti, my child can read right now. She can read
Great.
a book. She
Wow.
tells me all the time, Mommy, I love you. She
That is
hugs me,
good.
she holds me, she kisses me, she washes the
Oh,
dishes,
wow.
she
So
she
wait, the
spreads
same child could
her
do
room.
all of this now, you're saying?
COVID,
Since
COVID.
COVID,
Like
and you start
one year,
spending time on the home
I
teach.
started taking time because I didn't have to work. I took a
Wow.
step back from work.
So
I
COVID
took
bring you a super duper happy story, like you learn something new and new things about yourself and your child and taking care of your child.
Yes, because the government was giving free money, right? And I was like, my husband was like, why don't you stop working and stay with the kids, right? And and homeschool. I was
I'm
like, okay, because
always for
you know
that.
what? Let me tell you something, guys. God always answered prayer. I always wanted to homeschool, always.
I'm
And I was
always
like,
with it.
how am I going to get the opportunity? I was like, I would love to homeschool just to see what it's like, and da da da. COVID came, the opportunity presented itself. I took it. I invested my time in my child. I took my time and
So
everything.
as you're talking now, I start to feel now that acceptance and gearing up. Mommy
Yes,
have to gear up, start learn
yes,
fast, start learn whatever medication, start read up on
yes,
treatments and different things. So you reach right there now at this point.
yes. So this point now, so I accepted it for what it was, and I started to see improvement in her. So then I was like, okay, I need to do something about this because my child is getting older, and I want her to be independent, but I also want her to have education. Like I said, even though she can read and she can talk now, she can say some words, she still struggle with
Yes.
the speech, and the comprehension is still a struggle. and she
Yes.
doesn't really comprehend and understand a lot of stuff, right?
Yes.
So I started to dig. I started to research and started
Yes.
to research and research. And
Oh,
um, I learned of a lady. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys. It's very important. Like this lady is a godsend. So I discovered this lady. I don't remember exactly how, and I found her story. She had an autistic son,
yes.
and many years ago, and they were telling her to drug her son and all these things and whatever. She didn't want to do that. So she went on a rampage of, just researching and finding stuff and everything, right?
Yes.
And she pretty much reversed her son's autistic symptoms.
Oh,
What
wow.
people don't understand is autism is not a disease. It is not a
So
disease.
disorder, that's what I
It's a
learned.
disorder, and what it is, it 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 is it is, guys. It is a symptom. It is a symptom of something else. It can be reversed without medication.
Oh, wow.
Okay, and so I found her story and was like, oh, this is fascinating. And then I found her on Instagram. I found her page on Instagram, and then um, I dug deeper into her, and I saw that her story was so fascinating. She came up with a course, with a program, and she helped thousands of women. And I did my research, to see the reviews, and people are like, oh, their kid would have headaches, like scream all day, have headaches, can't sleep at night, not talking. And then they took her program and they followed her instructions, and the kids were starting to change. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm like, it's a stretch, but I'm going to invest the money. It's $1,000 US, okay? $1,000 US.
Yes.
I paid for that out of pocket.
YouTube back up and running. All right. There we go. Go ahead.
So autism spectrum disorder. So it's a spectrum, guys. It is a spectrum. So it's not just one thing. It's almost like you're on a numbers line, and at one end you're really really bad, and at one end you're high functioning, you're good. That's pretty much what it is. It's a spectrum, right? So autism spectrum disorder is a developmental disability caused by differences in the brain. Autistic people often have problems with social communication, interaction, restricted or repetitive behaviors or interests. They usually have a different way of learning, coping, and paying attention. Autistic people, their attention is very short span. That they cannot hold their attention for long periods. So you have to remember that. Um, Autism is not an illness, and it is not considered a medical condition. Hence, there
Yes.
is no treatment for it or no cure. It's mostly like they try to put you in ABA programs, um, and I did ABA with my daughter, and I was told by a specialist not to continue it, so hence I have stopped it. Um, it is so what is a disorder? Because it is not a disease, it is not an illness, it is a disorder. So what is a disorder? So a disorder is a disturbance or interruption of normal function um, in the brain, pretty much, right? So a disease is a pathological process that a healthcare provider is able to see, touch, and measure. So when you have a disease, a doctor is going to run tests on you. They can measure the data and they can come up with a diagnosis and some treatment for it. Autism, there is nothing for them to really measure. It's just pretty much behaviors. It's all behaviors and symptoms, like the child is not talking, not making eye contact, the focus is lacking, and all those things, right? There is
Yes.
nothing for them to really, there's no pathological pathways for it. Um, so there is no specific cause for autism, but a number of causes lead to it. You can improve the life of your child, and yes, you can reverse autism by correcting these causes, but doctors will not tell you that. So they normally say genetics cause autism.
Yeah.
Genetics does play a part, but it's a very, very small part of it. Um, the vast majority of it is not caused by genetics. It will take some time and persistence to greatly improve the symptoms and the behaviors, but it can be done. If you correct the underlying issues causing your child's autism, it will produce significant improvement.
Right.
Um, Vaccinations does not cause autism itself. It doesn't. After I learned this, I understand.
Okay.
However, the vaccines release a lot. Also can have candida, and yes, men can also get yeast infection. Many
Ma?
people have yeah, men can have it too. Many people have candida overgrowth. You can pass candida through kissing. So if somebody have candida overgrowth in their mouth, they can give it to you through kissing. You also can get candida through vaginal intercourse if the female have a candida overgrowth in their vaginal area. Um, Also, Lyme infection can cause autism. So Lyme infection, you normally get Lyme disease from ticks. So if ticks bite you and it's not treated, you get a Lyme disease, right? And
Yeah.
the tick bite normally looks like a mosquito bite. And
Yes.
when the mosquito bite, it looks just the same on your skin. So sometimes people might think it's a mosquito bite, and it's not.
Yeah.
It's actually a Lyme disease, but it is curable. Also, multiple viral infections or bacterial infections also causes autism, but the usual culprit, majority of the time, is the candida overgrowth. Okay, so reason why there is candida overgrowth is because there isn't enough friendly bacteria to keep the candida in check. Antibiotics, medications, chlorinated water, and chemicals all destroy your friendly bacteria, but not candida. The candida lives and the bacteria dies, but it should be the other way around. You want the good bacteria to live and the candida to go away. So, how does the baby become sick? So, your baby can pick up candida in the womb and as they travel down the birthing canal during birth. They become inoculated with the candida instead of the good bacteria that is needed for the child's ecosystem and intestinal flora. Um, Due to the underdeveloped immune system of the child and lack of good bacteria, they have no defense system, and so the candida spread throughout their bodies. The candida releases lots of toxins daily, and so the child's liver and detoxification pathways are compromised because they cannot get rid of toxins out of their body.
Oh
The
wow.
inability to release and eliminate toxins set up development of autism because the toxins are going to stay in their body. So most children's bodies, they cannot handle the aggressive vaccination schedule, which is approximately 29 vaccine shots by the time the child is 6 years old. Did you know by the time the child turns six, they have gotten at least 29 shots? And
No.
each time they get the shot, the vaccine doesn't cause autism itself, but the toxins, remember mercury, remember aluminum, those are toxic to your body. And those crosses the brain barrier and those cause problems, cause neurological issues, right? Um, and not to mention, they also recommend that you start getting the flu shots, and they start recommending that as early as 6 months old, as per CDC. So generally, a baby's immune system shows signs of strength by 3 months old. However, before the child reaches 3 months old, they would have already gotten 7 vaccine shots.
Mm.
So where would all those toxins go when their immune system has no strength? That's why some people might tell you to delay the vaccines and do it later on when they have developed a little bit more.
Oh, okay.
Um, when giving your child vaccines, do not give them multiple shots like the DBT MMR, like those are triple vaccines. They don't want to do that. You want to give it one at a time. It don't give measles, mumps, and rubella at the same time. Give one. Give measles one time, go back, give mumps, go back, give rubella. They're going to push you to do all three, but it's best to do single vaccine shots at a time. The toxins disrupt the brain function. It causes inflammation, and inflammation develops in the brain. The immune system tries to deal with all these toxins, but it cannot. Other infections develop because the weakened immune system cannot knock out the viruses and other pathogens that is exposed to the child. Um, so, so
Yes.
here are some recommendations. So these are what I've learned so far. What I know that,
Recommendations. Yes.
yeah, what they can do
Yes.
without a doctor, without lots of money, and so forth, right? So these are things that you can implement right now with your child. So first thing, like I said, the diet is important.
The diet.
Even the diet is important, even though kids need calcium for strong bones and teeth and all these things. They do not need dairy. You need to eliminate dairy. I'm sorry, but dairy needs to go. No ice cream, Lasco, and all these things. I'm sorry. Even um, I was up the other night until like 3 a.m. because I do a ton of research, and they were talking about the formula that we give our babies.
Yes.
The infant formulas that we mix. Like my child was, I gave up to 6 months. I gave the breast, and then the other 6 months I gave bottle, because she didn't want the breast anymore. But the breast is best, and but yet the what they found out is the baby formulas are so toxic. They find aluminum in some of them. They are highly toxic. So these causes issues. They causes GI issues on the child. The child have IBS, diarrhea and all these things, and rashes on their skin. It's from the baby formula that's causing all of these issues, right? So dairy needs to go. You need to eliminate or cut down the amount of sugar you give your kids. No candy. Why do kids need candy? Why do kids need to drink juices? Or if you're going to make juices, make natural juices. Eliminate sugars, right? No syrup. Jamaican people love syrup. They love them bag juice and them something. Those things causes problems. No
Yes.
food coloring, no red dyes and all these dyes in your food. It causes a lot of health problems. Um, no gluten. I just took my kids off gluten. Like we used to eat gluten, you find gluten in everything, in the bun,
Well,
in
if a
bread,
cereal, I
in
think
the
so.
pasta, it's everywhere. It's everywhere, right? So I started buying gluten-free bread. It's expensive, but I buy it, and they love it. I buy the gluten-free pasta. I mean, these things cost more money, of course. I know not everyone is going to do it, but if you
Yeah, I.
research what gluten costs to the body and you know what I know, you're going to change your freaking mind. I'm
You know
telling
what
you that
part of
right
the
now.
problem though is, Makala? It's so expensive to eat like that. And remember, a lot of people in the world barely could find basic. Most people in the world. So I don't know if at 10 years we have to go we'd forget those to be like regular stuff, like how I have regular stuff. It could be at that price. Because for most people in the world, it's still below the poverty level, and it's hard to afford those type
Yes.
of food.
It is still below the poverty level, but these things are also processed foods. These children don't need to eat all these processed foods.
Okay.
Food, vegetables, and fruits
But
are are,
okay,
are
so that's
are
not bad in
suffice, and you can still
pricing,
eat their
not
meats.
processed.
But there's suffice. No MSG seasoning on your foods.
So
And
that's
yes,
like powder seasoning.
Andrea Brown, you are correct. It is a spectrum. No child is the same, but hence the diet plays a lot of, not only in autism, but in a lot of these medical conditions that is present right now. Diet is one of the main causes, and that's one of the
100%.
easiest way to to
From
to get
cancer
rid
to
of some of
blood
these health
pressure,
problems.
diet,
Yeah, the
where you
diet, but
eat.
people don't want to
100%.
change how they eat. They have been eating like this for all their lives. So for them to make changes now, they're like, oh, I'm gonna die, so I'm not gonna make changes. That is all good and dandy. You don't have to make any changes. But maybe it doesn't affect you now, but maybe later on you're gonna be like, how comes you're coming down with all these health problems? Because the foods that we're eating, the toxic foods that we're eating, there's a buildup. And everybody body is different. Yes, some people show signs
Swell up.
immediately, while some has a latent stage where they show these signs. So it's just about education and whatever you want to do with the information,
So
right?
you gotta educate yourself to recognize these
Yeah,
signs and the symptoms and stuff. And I'm
yeah,
learning, what I'm saying. And anything else you wanna add to that, what you're saying, Makala? I
yeah,
so
yeah, yeah. Just
appreciate this.
just a few more things. So the dietary change. The reason why you want to get rid of the dairy, the sugar, and the gluten, it feeds the candida that is in your gut. The candida that is sitting in your stomach, in your belly, it lives off of that. That's why it grows so much. And because of that, now your entire body is a candida infestation, right? And you're going to be more prone to yeast infection. Sometimes people are like, oh, where did I get this yeast infection from? They're like, oh, my panty didn't get enough sun when I washed the crotch, or I didn't wash it properly. No, it's the candida in your stomach that's traveling. You understand what I mean? And so forth. So, like, you want to let the good bacteria that's in your gut survive and try to eliminate the candida as much as possible. That's the whole thing for the diet
Yes.
is to get the good bacteria to flourish and the candida to die off as much as
Yes,
possible,
and the
right?
good bacteria to
Um,
flourish.
yeah. So, and also the oil that you cook with, you should not be using vegetable oils or canola oil. I know they are the cheapest, but you should not be
What
using
kind of
those.
oil is recommended?
So, like, you want good fats, like avocado oil. Like, I use that. It's expensive. I'm not gonna lie, it's very expensive, but it's good. You can even coconut oil is very good. Even olive oil, like extra virgin olive oil. Those oils you want to
That are
use.
my thing.
Canola
Extra
oil.
virgin olive oil. I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah,
such a
and I use
coconut oil
grapeseed oil
person.
sometimes, like when I'm frying my chicken or frying my fish or whatever. I use those oil. I don't use vegetable or canola oil,
Okay.
and it's also not good to reuse oil. I used to do that a lot. I never knew that.
Even if you use it one time?
Even if you because the oil have a
Yes.
certain burning point. It has a certain burning point. So when you use it and you cook with it, and then you use it again and again and again, it eventually that burning point is gone, and now it's like almost carcinogenic, which is cancerous to the body. So it should not be reusing it until it's all gone. No, that is very unhealthy. I never knew this till about a few weeks ago. Because I
So
used to
you
do it
shouldn't be
because
using a
that's what
dark
I
island.
saw. I saw my people do that. So I used to do it.
Yeah.
But
It
I
look
never
clear
knew,
enough. Me
right?
use it one time. Me can't just use it again. No.
No, it's supposed to be one use and done, apparently. You know what I mean? That's
Okay.
what it's supposed to be. So,
Same thing
and
again. A lot of people face poverty. The olive oil there,
yeah,
even for throw
I
away the
know.
regular oil after one use could be a little expensive for most people in the world. When I talk
I
America,
know.
England, or
I know. Yeah, it's
Canada,
gonna be
the
hard for a
world.
lot of people. I know that, but wherever you can make changes, you just do that.
True.
If you can eliminate sugar, you eliminate sugar. If you can't if you have to reuse the oil, I mean, what? If you have to go reuse the oil, I would say maybe use the good oils. Maybe use
Yeah.
coconut oil because you can fry with coconut oil. I fry with coconut
And
oil
cut
too
down your
sometimes.
sugar then, since I reuse the
I've
oil,
cut down
cause
the
you don't
sugar.
really have
I've
the
cut
money.
down the
Try cut your
dairy. I would
sugar
say
then.
those are the major
Yeah, no
culprits.
buy so much
If you
sugar.
can get
No
rid of
use so
those.
much salt then.
Yeah.
Since
And
yeah, save
you
money to that we get
remember?
it.
I
Now
don't know if
use
you
so
used
much
to do.
sugar, save money.
I don't know if you used to do this, but I used to do this before you used to go to school in the September time. I used to get worm medicine, right? My
Yeah man.
my people used to give me worm medicine.
Remember one yellow package I sitting. Oh,
Yeah, and I remember one day I was, you
when I
remember
want
when
to
I
see
brought
that.
for worms. You ever do that, Ashanti?
Do what?
Do like worm medicine, get worm medicine when you
Yes,
just
man. I never like it, man. I remember one I want like a yellow packet, something my mother used to take one sitting
yeah.
out there.
Ashanti, let me tell you,
She have to watch me.
they, let
That
me
shit.
tell you, those people, our grand.
We're going to end the YouTube now. Alright, and you can just finish up on Facebook. My struggle to keep the tablet in, power up. Alright, remember, like the video, go over on Facebook, who's still on YouTube. Alright, big up on yourself. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Yeah, power.